Once upon a time in the quaint village of Veridica, lived a young storyteller named Amelia. Her ability to weave captivating narratives was unparalleled, and the villagers would eagerly gather around whenever she had a new tale to share. Her stories transported them to magical realms, filled with heroes, villains, and breathtaking adventures. As Amelia's fame grew, she became increasingly aware of the attention she received from the townspeople. However, she also felt the burden of maintaining their fascination. Every time she told a story, it needed to be grander and more exciting than the last. The fear of disappointing her audience gnawed at her, and in an unfortunate twist, her once authentic stories started to lose their genuine touch. One day, Amelia stumbled upon an old dusty book hidden in the back of the village library. The book was titled The Book of Illusions, and its pages were filled with stories of extraordinary feats, mythical creatures, and magical lands. Intrigued, Amelia read through the enchanting tales, realizing that these stories could capture the hearts of her listeners like never before. Driven by the temptation to create the most fantastical tale ever heard, Amelia decided to use the stories from the Book of Illusions as her own. She believed that by blending these stories with her creative prowess, she could deliver a performance that would cement her legacy as the greatest storyteller in Veridica's history. Amelia began weaving the fabricated tale at the next village gathering. The villagers were immediately mesmerized, their eyes wide with wonder as they hung on to her every word. The story was a fusion of extraordinary elements from the Book of Illusions, skillfully intertwined with her original narrative style. As days turned into weeks, Amelia's popularity soared to unprecedented heights. She basked in the adoration and admiration of her audience, who believed every word she spoke. However, deep inside, Amelia felt the weight of her deception. Guilt consumed her, but she was too entangled in her own web of lies to escape. Among the enthralled listeners was a young boy named Thomas, who was particularly fascinated by Amelia's tales. Thomas's inquisitive nature led him to the library, where he accidentally stumbled upon the Book of Illusions. As he flipped through its pages, he discovered the source of Amelia's stories and realized the truth behind her deceptions. Feeling troubled, Thomas confided in his wise grandmother, who was known for her wisdom and intuition. Together, they decided to confront Amelia about her deceitful actions, not out of anger but with compassion and understanding. One evening, after Amelia had finished telling another captivating but fabricated story, Thomas approached her. He gently explained how he had found the Book of Illusions and discovered her secret. Surprisingly, Amelia didn't deny it. Instead, she broke down, confessing her insecurities and the fear of disappointing her listeners. Touched by Thomas's compassion, Amelia finally understood that true storytelling didn't require exaggeration or fabrication. The essence of a great story lay in its ability to connect with people, to inspire and move them emotionally. She realized that her genuine stories were beautiful in their own right, and that she didn't need to resort to falsehoods to captivate her audience. With newfound wisdom, Amelia decided to rectify her mistake. She publicly admitted to her deception and vowed never to use the Book of Illusions again. To make amends, she started sharing authentic, heartfelt stories that touched the hearts of her listeners in a way they had never experienced before. The village of Veridica forgave Amelia for her momentary lapse in judgment, embracing her transformation with open arms. Thomas became Amelia's biggest supporter, and the two collaborated on many remarkable stories that blended imagination and truth. From that day forward, Amelia became known not only as a gifted storyteller but also as a symbol of honesty and redemption. Her stories continued to inspire generations, proving that real magic exists in the power of authenticity and the courage to admit one's mistakes.